Nikki. I'm back with part 2 of the energy read. And so, just to recap, what was on the divine counterpart side is that this sense of moving into this deep knowing and wanting to have balance. And at the moment, they're having this sense of practical things that are holding them back, but the soul is like charging forward. And so then I'm going to go on to our side because, again, it is so beautiful to show how things balance out. Because what we are thinking about is this, the goddess of the moon, which is all about intuition, right? So this is number 7, which is, again, your soul. And knowing that, you know, the moon and the universal cycles and the stars are aligning and everything that we know is happening, especially as you move more on to this journey, to realize that everything is so interlinked with, you know, like I just said, the stars are aligning and the universe is making these relationships happen. And so that's what's on our mind, because what's at the heart of us is this sense of really beginning to appreciate the beauty of the journey and to appreciate that we are on a love path. It's number 6. And if you look, then it's also that this is us, right? The healing lady holding that rose of divinity. And so it is really being able to appreciate the light, which is perfect, because there is this huge sword of light. So it is about cutting through the shadow, and we're able to do that now because we have the strength to create the change. If you look here, this is the key thing to know for us. So the guidance here is saying the more that you can be strong and courageous and be a love warrior and know that you're here on this journey to raise love and light on the planet, the more you can know that and the more you can cut through the shadow with your light. And that means releasing all fears, releasing all doubts, you know, and stepping forward in love and saying, I live my life in love. I live every day spreading my love and light and setting forward these intents for your day. The more you can move into this space of just knowing that you're on a healing journey together to heal each other's souls. Because then the energy that you're bringing into the union is then this doorway to value. And look at the mirroring of this. Because we've got 13, they're worried by practical things holding them back. And what we're bringing is 31. So both of these are 4s, right? 4 is about grounding energy into our practical and creating firm foundations. And so the twin flame energy is the more, again, this doorway to value is opening because we know that we are working with the golden energy. The golden energy where we're connected to the source of the universe. The source of the universe is bringing an eternal flow of abundance to us. And so, again, you know, that this is like the perfect balance, again, because this is because we're appreciating this love journey. We know that we've got the strength that it takes to bring these in, to be the anchor, right? To bring the anchor, to allow them to be compassionate for their journey. And we're anchoring in this sense of the golden energy, basically. Now, what we're wanting, and so again, the crowning energy above everything is the rainbow, right? It's also number 4. So we have 3 4s. Not only that, we also have 22, which is the grounding. And so this is, so if you look at that, that's also a 4. So we have 4 4 4 4 in the union energy, which is all grounding this energy onto the planet, grounding love onto the planet, bringing balance to the planet, bringing the balance of the divine feminine, divine masculine, the God, goddess energy. Now, if you look at what we're wanting on either side of the grounding energy, what we're wanting is this love contract to come in. We know that it's also balance, right? Because we've got the scales here, but this is a past life love contract that we know that we are in, and we know that we want it to come into our physical reality. On either side, this is what we're wanting. This is what our divine counterparts are wanting, which is balance, right? So both of us have got the balance either side of the yin and yang. which is the ultimate balance card. It is also the sign of the Star of David, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. So on both of what we're both wanting is to bring in these past life contracts, to seek for that balance within, to feel at peace within. And we are only at true peace when we are both back with our twins. And so therefore that's where the soul yearning is calling for, because it is a past life contract that we've signed up to. So, I mean, that is just gorgeous. And also then the union guide, I'll go through the union guidance quickly because it is 27, which is the energy of walking away from things. But in this particular deck, it's also the home card, which is lovely. It's also that this relationship is fated, right? There is, you know, it is literally written in the stars. Look, she's putting down a set of stars. So it is aligned, and we're waiting for the stars to align to bring these relationships in. The Nature's Oracle guidance for the union is you are opening up to more and more of your gifts. And as you're raising in your consciousness, then both of you will be opening up to your gifts. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the divine counterparts, what their gifts are that they bring with them. Because we will all be opening up to more and more and more of our soul essence. And our soul essence is obviously connected to the universe and to all of those amazing gifts that we are capable of, every one of us. And so the other guidance is the elephant, which is listening, which is also number 8. Now, why I love this is because there was a David Attenborough program on TV called The Blue Planet. And they were talking about elephants and about saving elephants. And I actually messaged someone about it because I'd done a healing for that, or they wanted a soul purpose healing. And in it, I saw her with elephants. And so it really, it made me think about it. So I sent her an email because in the program, it said that the elephants, the one thing that they absolutely need is other elephants, because they have a deep emotional connection and they actually can't so if you're being an elephant keeper or caring for an elephant, then you have to be with them all the time because they need that emotional contact all the time. And so I sent it to her because I could say, I really understand now why elephants came through in your healing, because I've just watched this program and actually elephants need to have a companion with them. And so again, this is what we're moving into, because the twin energy wants to be with the other twin, right? It's like magnets. You are literally being magnetized together. Because just like this yin and yang card, if you think of this as a magnet, we're actually being brought together by the universal light, right? The more you tap into the universal light stream, which is, if you look here, then the more that will just like come together. And the magnets it will just happen when cosmically all of the stars are aligned for your union, right? And everyone's pathway, look, these stars are moving all the way up here. So everyone's star alignment is slightly different, right? So, but the biggest thing is to trust that the relationship is fated and it will come for you at the right time. So the guidance then for us is about, know that we're building firm foundations, right? Really firm foundations. And also the magical map shifter, which is number 7, which is your soul, which again, I absolutely love that we've got the map shifter because it's a great card. And Nature's Oracle guidance is this, which is again beautiful because it's the tree. And if you follow my videos, then I do a crystal grid, which is based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. And so a lot of what I do is about using the sacred wisdom of the trees, really grounding this energy of love onto the planet. Every day, imagine roots coming out of your feet as you're walking, and you're literally rooting this love energy onto the planet. And the more you do your life with an active intent to spread love in every way possible, like really rooting that love onto the planet like a tree, then the more that you move into that light stream, basically, and the more you magnetize, right? So the guidance is, it's been a long, hard climb, but finally you are being given the opportunity to pause and reflect on how far you've come. As you look around, you'll be amazed to see just how much you've accomplished. Which is so lovely because, you know, on this journey, it is a difficult, there's no getting away from it. It is hugely challenging, massively challenging, which is why it's a past life contract you signed up to. And if you signed up to it, it's because you are a sturdy soul, right? There's no getting away from it. You are an evolved and a sturdy soul. And you signed up to it because you were going to have to be beating through lots of energies such as social norms and, you know, karmic situations and fears and all of that happens on a collective level. And we all take our little portion of that in whichever way it works for your relationship, whether that's sexual templates, whether that's, you know, whatever it is, it's always different. For every twin flame couple, you'll have something that you need to break down for your particular dynamic. Okay, so the shapeshifter, the guidance is, when the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact on your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them from the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. You know, also why I absolutely love that, because the divine counterparts got deep knowing.